Hey everybody, welcome back to the Rebel Chumps channel. Today I wanted to cover a little bit more about blade plugs for your custom saber. There is a whole bunch of different that you can see here, and there's way more available on the market. So today we're gonna discuss a few different blade plugs. So let's put these ones to the side first for a moment, and then we talk about these ones. These are the known ones that you have seen most likely before. These are typical blade plugs from Ultra Sabers and Saber Forts. They have a piece of basically heavy dueling blade cut off, for example, to a certain size that matches the hilt's blade depth, and they just glued on top of that a piece of alloy that has been cut, or a piece of plastic. In this case, this is one of the newer Saber Forts blade plugs. It's a little bit shiny, but it has Auberesh, or the Star Wars language, to be more precise on it. It has a triangle that I think supposed to be a holocron or datacron or something that is of Iron Man's chest. The light shines, of course, through the set blade plug from the bottom to the top, so that makes them really cool. It really helps to not accidentally blind people, because LEDs can be quite bright, and I really strongly oppose against looking directly into them without the protective blade plug, because that can permanently damage your eyes potentially. But yeah, as you can see, often they're made out of a piece of dual-worthy blade that has been cut up in smaller pieces, and they make a blade plug out of it. So that's here we have a Ultra Saber's blade plug. You see the glue on the sides. Actually, what you see here are cracks, because what they do is they have this acrylic piece, this blade polyester tube that is for a dual-worthy blade plug, and they slam this top piece, they slam it right into it, so it cracks all around. This is typical what you find with Ultra Saber's blade plugs. Not really big fan of their blade plugs, but hey. So this one actually has an alloy piece inside here, as you can see, and it's an okay piece. It has small holes through which the light vents out. I'm a bigger fan of these ones because they have a soft plastic piece in between. Not actually physically soft, but it dims the light that shines through. I rather have the light being reduced to 50% or less than having it shine through these small holes from still full power from the LED, which can still blind you. So for me personally, the blade plug is for most a piece of protective thing for my eyes. And then we have another one here. This is an older version from Saber Forge, if I'm not mistaken. Similar design to the one from Ultra Sabers. This one is even worse in my personal perspective, because there's a lot more holes in the center, where the LED shines the light through. So this doesn't really dim the light or protect your eyes that much. It's just more aesthetic, nice looking. You can see the glue around it. So these are kind of fun. You can pick them up from Saber Forge or Ultra Sabers. Often with Saber Forge sabers, you actually get one included with your saber. If you buy an empty hilt or Warrior Edition, Champion Edition, or Hero Edition, there's always a blade plug included. Ultra Sabers doesn't include it. Vader's Fall doesn't include it as well. I think it's a little bit of a miss from those guys. I mean, you can see it's just it's physically a lightsaber blade that has been cut up with a piece that has been glued on top of it. That's it, guys. So from that perspective, I don't know why these guys just give you one for free if you buy an expensive saber. That's especially with Vader's Vault. I think that's a little bit of a miss on their perspective. I don't know why they just don't do that for that price and money. I think it would suit them well if they give you a free blade plug, including with a lightsaber, especially one that is themed with accordance to set lightsaber design, so as they have their sound font etc. Then also have a blade plug that matches. These are really cool blade plugs from Sid Bunny blade plugs. These are special. This is a photon blade, so this is basically one of those special blades where if you shine blue light through it, it gets super green, super bright green. That's really cool because it shines on the sides of the blade plug, and it's really cool. It doesn't blind your eyes, but it looks really awesome. Inside of that white stuff you see there is actually glow in the dark material. So all three of them have that, and it gives you a very cool afterglow once you ignited the lightsaber and turn it off again. I did a full review on these blade plugs. I highly recommend Sid Bunny blade plugs for your blade plugs. They are high quality. So you can see they have a 3D printed material in there. So for example, the turbine fins or the radiation spools around that is all 3D printed, and it inlaid with either alloy or it has a very cool cone shaped material, or it has a grader on the bottom. Really cool blade plugs, really high quality. They're very affordable, and they look ton better than the free stuff or cheap stuff from Saberforge and Alter Sabers, which is basically just a dueling blade that is being cut up with crudely glued into a piece of alloy, which is often not even straight. Like this one, for example, it's hard to see, but this black because they cut this tube, they cut it in an angle, so this thing is just crooked on there like this. That's really typical Saberforge or Alter Sabers. It's just really cheap stuff. If you have a nice expensive custom saber, I highly recommend picking up one of these. I mean, and treat your saber well, have a good blade plug that slides in and slides out of the blade socket easily and don't get stuck. It's been used quite a lot, these blade plugs, and they're very sturdy. Still don't show up any type of wear from the screw that goes onto the retention screw for the blade plug or a blade. With these ones, I might not use them too much, but you can see the wear marks where the screw tight onto the blade plug. You can see that because this is much softer material. This is just a dueling type of tube, where these ones are hardened, very sturdy, high quality. And then we have this really awesome piece. This is made by Todd Johnson, aka Dart Ellis. This is a really high-end blade plug. It's really hefty. Same material as for these Sid Bunny blade plugs. It's a very sturdy material, feels very solid. It even has a stopper on the bottom, so the light only shines through this very small pinhole. Go then up to here where you have this circle, which is a really good design because you don't want to blind your eyes, and that's what all of these blade plugs on this end do. They protect your eyes. They have really cool features such as the glow in the dark features or afterglow. This is just a fantastic copper spool handmade blade plug, really lovely, beautiful designed, really high quality for the small price you pay. These ones are really cheap as they give you the basic necessity for a blade plug to protect your eyes or give some sort of exterior look, but yeah, you can see they vastly outclassed by the custom blade plugs from the higher end companies that make these with a lot of love and attention for details and make them actually properly working versus these cheaper ones from Alter Sabers and Saberforge. So to be honest, whenever you have a really cool saber, I just really recommend you go for a high-end blade plug from Sid Bunny blade plug or some of the other high-end companies instead of these companies. These ones are just freebies basically. I do not really recommend you buy them from Saberforge or Alter Sabers. I know they sell them, but they just overprice them. Some of the YouTubers you find, they say these are really cool blade plugs and you can customize them, etc. Which is true, but these are just so cheaply made. I just say just pass them on, take them out of your cool saber forged saber, and put one of these awesome blade plugs in there instead. Just bring that lightsaber to the next level, as it should be. Especially a blade plug is really important for the aesthetic of the hilt, because how do you perceive the inside of the hilt looks like from the top down if you look in the emitter? I always imagine something like this. These three, for example, this is how I imagine the top of the lightsaber will look like, and then you have the light flicking out. This is a really cool novelty blade plug too, by the way, but these ones are the ones that I really think they're suiting the lightsaber design really good, versus these ones that has some this is not bad. This one has like Algarash, like the Star Wars language on it, and something like triangle. Looks really nice with a purple LED, by the way, this blade plug. But these ones are just crap, because the light shines directly in your eyes. They still hurt your eyes. So these ones you can easily pass on and just replace for something nice like this. So I hope you like this little video comparing the different options for blade plugs on the market. I'm not sure if Todd Johnson actually do them on a request, so if you email him, I'm not sure if he made them separately without a lightsaber commission, but you can always try to ask him. As I said, there's not only SIB blade plugs which have awesome custom saber blade plugs like these, or Todd Johnson from Dart Ellis. There's also a few other companies out there. You can find them on the Facebook groups mainly, so check that out. And I hope you like this video. I highly recommend anybody to have at least a few of these really cool custom lightsaber blade plugs. It's protecting your eyes. It makes the lightsaber aesthetically bringing it to the next level, etc. So again, really good. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video, guys. Have a good one, and as always, stay scummy.